Arthur the Rat. Once there was a young rat named Arthur, who could never make up his mind. Whenever his friends asked him if he would like to go out with them, he would only answer, "I don't know." He wouldn't say yes or no either. He would always shrink making a choice. His Aunt Helen said to him, "Now look here, no one is going to care for you if you carry on like this. You have no more mind than a blade of grass." One rainy day, the rats heard a great noise in the loft. The pine rafters were all rotten, so the barn was rather unsafe. At last the joist gave away and fell to the ground. The walls shook and all the rats' hair stood on the end with fear and horror. "This won't do," said the captain. "I'll send out scouts to search for a new home." Within 5 hours the 10 scouts came back and said, "We found a stone house where there's room and a board for us all. There is a kindly horse named Nellie, a cow, a calf, and a garden with an elm tree." The rats crawled out of their little houses and stood on the floor in a long line. Just then the old one saw Arthur. "Stop," he ordered coarsely. "You are coming. You are coming, of course." "I'm not certain," said Arthur, undaunted. The roof may not come down." "Well," said the angry old rat, "we can't wait for you to join us. Right about face. March." Arthur stood and watched them hurry away. "I think I'll go tomorrow," he calmly said to himself. "But then again, I don't know. It's so nice and snug here." That night there was a big crash. In the morning some men, with some boys and girls, rode up and looked at the barn. One of them moved the board and saw a young rat, quite dead, half and half, out of his hole. Thus the shrinker got his due. Thus the shirker got his due. Kit. The quick little kitten thinks it bit a pretty big fish. Dress. Many of Jeff's best friends slept in mesh tents in pleasant weather. Trap. The howling black cat dashes at any man and lands on the plaid carriage. Lot. The honest swan stops and acknowledges the fox dodging the bothered wasp. Strut. Mother loves butter that comes from the southern countryside. Foot. The butcher should put the pudding in the wooden nook to cook. Bath. Can't half the staff ask to transfer the enchanted castle in France? Cloth. Lawrence often offers Ross a Florida orange and horribly strong, frothy Boston coffee. Nurse. The early bird preferred the earthly worm. Fleece. These unique machines teach people to speak and reason. Face. The raven waits until late day for the great wave to break. Palm. Father-in-law said to calm the facade in the Nevada. Palm. Father-in-law said to calm the facade in the Nevada Plaza. Again in Spanish. Palm. Father and mother said to calm the facade in the Nevada Plaza. Thought. The small walrus caught the hawk in the salty water. Goat. The rose slowly grows in Owen's old grove. Goose. Beautiful music booms and humans move in the groove. Price. The shy rider types at night to fight the silence in my mind. Choice. The spoiled boy hoists the toy from the soil. Mouth. Mountains of flowers crowd the grounds about the Mouth. Mountains of flowers crowd the grounds about the house. Near. Deirdre's fear seriously interferes with her ideal career. Square. Beware of scarce fairies, rare marys, and scary prairie bears. Start. The Sahara party marvels at the far star on the safari. North. Laura's warm aura reforms Thor's horse for the important war. Force. The adorable boar snores hoarsely and notoriously hoards imported pork. Cure. The tourist endures rural tours of Europe and procures gourmet bourbon. Happy. The coffee, salami, spaghetti, and macaroni are ready. Letter. Sugar covers the tiger's whiskers. Comma. Bertha's and Cinderella's saga is a drama. R. Richard, Wilbur, and Harry are running around the treacherous river. L. Linda and Allie pull belly muscles, laughing laboriously. N. G. The singing mockingbird is swinging on the ring and dings the awning. T. H. The thespians gather and breathe 3 authentic breaths together. H. Harry and Hilary happily harvest heaps of herbs. Move. H. Harry and Hilary happily harvest heaps of herbs behind the beehive. Y-O-D. The cute, dutiful blue cuckoo resumes cooking suitable tunes enthusiastically. W. Will and Drew whistle when the wind blows between the whimsical weeping willows. I-N-G. Miss Fanning is walking and hiking in Wyoming. S. Susie lives in her sister's house on Easy Street with her Siamese cats and Siberian husky dog. If we're doing time-wise, I've spent the majority of my time in New York.
Okay.
And so I've lived more in New York than I did in Georgia.
What languages do you speak?
I speak English and I speak Spanish.
And when did you learn these languages?
It's a difficult question. I learned English when I was younger, of course. In my house, my parents spoke to me in Spanish. I responded in English. And then probably when I was like 2 or 3, they got nervous because they wanted to make sure that I was able to communicate with other people. And so they switched to English. But at home, it's a mixture. We speak English and we speak Spanish. I try to go back to the United States once a year, normally because my parents are living there. However, my parents retired, and what happened was every Latin American's dream is you move to the US, you make money, your kids grow up there, you save, and then you move back to your country so that you can die on your own soil. So my parents moved to Colombia for a retirement honeymoon for a couple months. COVID happened, they got stuck there, and so they've been in Colombia ever since. And now they're looking to build a house in Panama. And so, yeah, I try to go back to the States once a year over the summer. Yeah, por supuesto. Pues esta mañana me he levantado, como he dicho, hemos puesto las gafas, las mochilas y después hemos cantado la canción de Top Gun. Fuimos a caminar 5 kilómetros más o menos. Hemos parado porque paramos bastante. Tomamos un café, tomamos una cervecita. Hemos decidido, mira, está lloviendo, pues vamos a seguir un poco más para hacer nuestro devocional. Después hemos subido una cuesta que ha durado más de lo que pensaba. Y en ese momento pensaba, mira, como he dicho antes, sí puedo seguir, aunque mi cuerpo dice que no, mi mente dice que sí. Entonces subimos la cuesta, hemos parado para otro pincho, porque claro, después de algo difícil hay que descansar un poco. ¿Sigo? Vale, perfecto.
Vale.